ready? It's the Roundtable with me, Robert Bannon.
We are live. Hello, happy Thursday. Welcome everybody to the Roundtable number 95. Get on it. Get in here. 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 Everybody's on their way in because we ran the Instagram show late because Robbie Roselle was there. Always jumping in there, Robbie Roselle, making me late for the show. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the 95th edition of the Roundtable, the actual Thursday night live. And here we are show. It's a big Jagunga Munga show for you all today. Yes, that's right. Jaquel Spivey, the star of Mean Girls, the movie, and A Stranger Loop on Broadway, Tony nominee, is here. And we're so excited that we got a chance to speak to him. Plus, you're all freaked out because you all must love Modern Family. Yes, Jesse Tyler Ferguson was on the red carpet. He was honored at the Vineyard Theater Gala. And we have him and his friends, and they are spilling the tea about Jesse Tyler Ferguson. And we are all going to talk about it here tonight for you all. I'm so excited for you all to be here. So much is going on. I've been so tired. Peggy. That's my friend Peggy O'Brien. She lives in Bergen County. And she is my friend, and I love her. And she's a big supporter of the community, of the queer community, and an ally. And she's a beautiful singing voice. And I'm happy you finally made it to one of the shows. Hey, Peggy. Hey, good to see you. Yes, I'm not a slow motion kind of person. Good point. Hi, beautiful man. That's my husband. Look, I love that man. He makes me smile. So I'm here for you. We're going to embarrass him in a minute. Shh, don't tell him. Christina's on day 12 of COVID, and may this show cheer you and heal you. Will we send you lots of love? I told you this afternoon when you sent me a message that we're sending you prayers. I hope we can make you laugh and chuckle, and say hi to Judy. And speaking of your friends, David is here as well. I want to, before we get started, I hope she's here. I think she's here. Let me see if she texts me back. I want to give a big, gigantic, I think she's here. My Aunt Fran is here. My Aunt Fran, tomorrow, May 1st, tomorrow, March 1st, is Aunt Fran's birthday. She's my godmother. She's my mom's older sister, and she is my aunt. And I love her. And it's a big one. I'm not going to say what one it is, but it's a big, giant birthday. So Aunt Fran, thank you for all you do. Thank you for the food. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the support. And thank you for all you do. We wish you the happiest birthday ever. So we love her. She's here every single week with us. She's quiet, but she's there, and she always has been. So we're ready to celebrate. Happy birthday, Aunt Fran. Are you ready for the week in review? Hey, I love this little Roundtable family. It makes me smile. Hit it. Well, it was a busy week. Today was a really busy day. You guys give me life because I was coming on here. My father just left. He goes out on Thursdays. And he left the house, and he was like, "What's wrong with you today?" And I was like, "I'm tired. Today it's a long week." Do you feel like it's a long week, everyone? Is it a long week for you too? It's been the longest week. Today was school, theater club, an interview, creative coaching, and now we get to spend some time together. But it's definitely, when we're done with this, I get to talk to my man, wrap this day up. This week we had a good week. It was a good week. I want to show you some moments from this week for sure. I went to the mailbox and I got this in the mail. Lempicka's mailer came out. I sent it to Lattes because Lattes was trying to buy a ticket to see Lempicka when she comes to see my show. And the discount code ends in May and my show's in June. But look at Eden Espinosa. Ugh. Come on, Matt Gould. Your show's coming to Broadway. The show opens on April 14th, and previews start in 3 weeks. It starts on the 19th, and the mailer came in, and I'm so excited for my friend. He's worked so hard. I'm so excited for my friend to be here. Come on, Matt. Yes, hi, A. Welcome to the party. That's Adrian. She is here. Christine's plans to see Lempicka in June too. Yes, Latte's bought her ticket to see Lempicka for that weekend as well. So, Clarence, come here. Okay. My little show pony. He wants to be a part of the show too. See, look at Daddy Darius is there. Say hi to everyone. Come on. The baby. So we're so excited for Matt. We will be at Lempicka's press day. We'll be at Lempicka all the time. So speaking of Clarence, look at me and Clarence. Look at us going to work. We did a show this week. I did my Patsy's residency show this week. And we had a lot of fun. And there's me and my mother at the Patsy show. And there's me and Yaya Pat. Me and Yaya Pat is in her 90s. She's one of the people that works at my school. And I love her so much. And I call her Yaya Pat because that's what her grandchildren call her. And she told me to tell Darius today when I do the show, she'll be watching. And she said that she's the one that you have to look out for because she's after me. Yep. Yaya Pat's coming to steal me. We should do a roundtable Lempicka night. We should. That's a great idea. Matt wants to like do a talk back. He wants a whole shebang. He is all about the roundtable and being a big part. Oh my goodness, look at the people coming in here now. That is a good idea. Hey, no, don't say that. That's not nice. My mom is here. She says was a great show. And hi, Claire Bear. Hi. And yes, Christine, you sat with her at the Green Room show. Yes. Look, Anita. My friend Anita was there at Patsy's this weekend. That's my buddy Anita. She's a retired nurse. Just like my my Darius was a nurse too. He's not retired. He it costs a lot of money to be this cheap. Get to work. So we had a good time. Roundtablers were in the house for that show, by the way. Look at my we had some friends from the roundtable that were there. Let me see, where'd their pictures go? Why are their pictures not here? Oh my goodness. Yes, we got them. Marie and Tom, they watch the show all the time. They are friends to the show, and I downloaded the pictures of Marie and Tom for us to put up here. This is Tom, Marie's husband, who went to the show at Patsy's and is a fan and friend of the roundtable. And here's my Marie, and Marie's right here as well. Here, come on, Marie. And there's Marie of the roundtable family. So it's always good to see the roundtable family in person. Thank you so much for coming out and being there. You want to see a little clip of the fun we had? Here, take a peek. Cahoon at the Cobra Cabana. The hottest gone nowhere at the Cobra Cabana. Yes, we had a good time. We were dancing. She was dancing. People were up on their feet. Thanks for being there. And yeah, we had a good time. And then we did the red carpet. Me and Adrian did the red carpet. Adrian got to meet Chelsea Clinton. Oh yeah. Now Chelsea didn't do interviews because she was late and she was there for Tyler Ferguson. She didn't want the attention. She was a good friend to him. She was like, look, I'm here for him. But she took a picture with Adrian, and Adrian said her mother was almost president. And I was like, Adrian, her father was the president. Yes, Chelsea Clinton was there. And then A didn't want to bother Tyler Ferguson for a picture because he was with his publicist and he was working. So I took this picture. There's Jesse. And then there's Adrian. The Vineyard Theater. You'll see all the clips and all the mess of our time on the red carpet. We only have the messiest of times together. So it was a good week. We're going to kick it off with a shameless plug for you right now. Let's do it.
'Cause I'm shameless.
There you go. Oh, yes. Copacabana. Oh, Copacabana. Christine, you're clever. You're clever. You're clever. Yes, Adrian says that Chelsea was lovely and kind, and her shoes were fire. They were very sparkly, and we always do have a good time. That is definitely for sure. You want Copacabana merchandise? Who's going to buy that? If it makes me money, I'm doing it. I need to buy a house. I need to have a wedding. I need to put this dog through college. Well, speaking of merch and fun, we have a show, and I'm going to announce it for you all right now. June 14th, 9:30. Celebrate Pride with me. That week is going to be a big, giant week because Motor City Pride is the week before. I might be in Florida that week. It's going to be a very busy week. But grab your tickets at 54below.org and come see me. Come see me. It's the Pride Playlist Part 2. And yes, it is diva songs galore and Mauricio Martinez, Emmy-winning star of Get On Your Feet, is going to be joining me at 54 Below. Tickets are available, and you can grab your tickets now. I'm just telling you in advance because we're not going to talk about this every week for 3 months. But what I want to say is get the cheap seats or get the good seats while they still last, because this show is going to go. It's going to go. It's going to go. Especially with Mauricio Martinez. You can stream his album now, 54below.org, or go to robertbannon.com, where maybe one day you can get your t-shirt that says Copacabana. Well, like after Motor City Pride, then there's a week from Motor City Pride. Motor City Pride ends, and then there's my show, and then there's maybe the big gay Italian wedding. We'll talk later. So, we didn't say yes yet, but we could. And Fran, happy birthday. We talked about you in the beginning of the episode. We love you. We love you. Oh, you're my crazy, messy friends. What? You all are my crazy, messy friends, for sure. And I adore you all. Hey, friend. Hey, speaking of my man, are you ready? Here, take a peek.
I'll be there for you. How you doing?
I found. Shh. Someone tell Darius to cover his ears. He's always here to support me. I know it's a lot. We'll see. But I'm going to be at Motor City Pride, y'all. And it's going to be an event. Oh, Marie, we showed your picture. Hold on. Thank you, babe. I always support you. I'm ready. Look. Marie and Tom and Marie and Tom. Marie and Tom. We talked about you already. We did, Marie. We love you. We thanked you for being there and for taking pictures and videos, and she captured the Copa video. Speaking of pictures, you want to see little Darius and his sister? Oh my goodness. Don't cancel my wedding. Look at him. That's a cute picture. That's him and his sister. That's my sister Renee. Look at it. I love it. It's the cutest picture. So that's my hey friend. Hey. Cute, see? Hey, isn't it cute? I love it. Look at baby Darius. It's adorbs. Yes. I loved it. Well, oh, I got an LOL. So we're not broken up yet. We have a big, gigantic show for you. Jaquel Spivey was here. I'm doing Mean Girls, the musical for NJ Pack, and I'm really excited about it. And I got a chance to see how sweet, so sweet. I know, Mama Rose. We celebrated Mama Rose's birthday this week, too. We gave her earrings and a vacuum. The vacuum was my brother's idea. Gender roles. I guess he's trying to keep her, Oh, what movie do you want to star in, Darius? Who is Nate? Hi, Nate. How are you? Welcome to the party. And I don't know you. and I don't know if Darius wants to star in a movie, but welcome. Thanks for being here. Who knew? Jaquel Spivey is here. He is the star. Oh man, being with me is a lot. Is the star of Mean Girls, and he was the star of Strange Loop. Who get it together? Here he is, and then we have Tyler Ferguson coming up. Don't go anywhere. Stick around. Stick around. Stick around. Stick around. Well, you know, us here at the Broadway Podcast Network and on the Roundtable have been fanning out for our next guest since A Strange Loop took over the world. I don't know how any actor can do 8 shows a week of that show, literally without falling over. Then they take that show and then they move over to do Mean Girls. And if you know anything about us, we're directing Mean Girls Jr. at the New Jersey Performing Arts Center in Newark, New Jersey. All female cast, all cast of color. They're all obsessed that our next guest is here. Jaquel Spivey, welcome to the show. Jersey's in the house. We're here. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
You know, I just know as a Jersey, you know, I call you a Jersey person because you grew up here, even if you were not born here. And you have taken the leap from, you know, being here and growing up here and then taking the jump to Broadway and literally being in the star of the show that wins, you know, and goes on to become so acclaimed. And now this moment of Mean Girls.
Yeah. It was great. It's kind of I'm still in that dream phase. I'm waiting to kind of snap out of it, you know. So it's still like, what the hell is going on right there?
What's going on is you deserve every second and every accolade and every moment of all of this. So congrats.
Thank you.
Can you tell us a little bit about the journey to Mean Girls before we get started on and like what was it like? How did you audition? How did it show up? Did you self-tape? Did you get what happened?
Yeah, well, I was doing A Strange Loop. I was doing the thing on Broadway, and Tina came and saw the show. I didn't know that. I didn't know she came, her and her husband Jeff. And I believe it was Pride Month of all months, that my team was like, hey, Tina Fey wants to talk to you. And I was like, cute, sure, funny. That was good. What's next? What do you want? And they're like, no, Tina Fey wants to talk to you. So they set up a Zoom. Sure enough, there was Tina Fey. And she was like, I saw you in the show, loved you, you're amazing. I don't know if you heard anything about Mean Girls being turned back into a movie, but the musical version. But I think you're my Damien. And I was like, okay, Tina Fey, you think I'm your Damien? Then damn it, I'm your Damien. You know, let's talk about it. But of course, I came out of nowhere to the studio, so I put some things on tape. I sang "Where Do You Belong," which of course didn't make it. But still, it was. I sang that for them, read some sides, and got a call that we were on board to do Mean Girls the movie musical.
And then Mean Girls the movie musical is out. I mean, it's out. And not only is it out and you can see it in theaters, but February 20th, digital release. You can watch it at home. You don't even have to head over to the theater. You can just get it, rent it, buy it, and be obsessed with it, learn the whole thing. When I went and saw it in Secaucus, New Jersey, over there on Route 3, the amount of theater fans, the amount of theater kids, the amount of people who are seeing themselves represented on stage, who have loved this show and are inspired by you, is very, very moving. What has it been like to hear from some of that theater community, the community theater, the young babies that want to get up on stage since this movie has been out?
It makes my heart very happy. It makes me remember why I am here and why I'm doing this. I feel like somewhere in the midst of the Broadway machine, it became so much about just getting the energy to do the show that I kind of forgot that there are people who are touched and there are people that are feeling things about the work we do. And I think Mean Girls has been the best reminder that our work is not for us and our work is for others to feel inspired. So as somebody who started off as the community theater kid and the kid who was watching movie musicals because I didn't have access to a Broadway ticket in Raleigh, North Carolina. It makes my heart very happy, makes me very glad that I'm able to do something that's reaching people that couldn't get to A Strange Loop, that couldn't get to New York, or couldn't come up with the money to, afford a ticket. I had family members that have not seen me perform until Mean Girls. This is their first time seeing me do anything. And that just, yeah, I'm really happy about it.
Well, like I said, us in Newark, we're putting on a junior production. All of the young actors have gone to see the movie. And Caitlin, she wanted to do it in her high school. They wouldn't let her do it because they wouldn't gender bend the part. And she learned the whole Damien track. So Caitlin is playing Damien and Mean Girls and us at NJ Pack, and she loves your performance, and she sings it off book. We're only 2 weeks in, and she's like, I'm off book. I know the whole part. So Caitlin has taken over the reins and flying thanks to you. And I know that Mean Girls is being done everywhere, and they're all watching it and lauding your performance. What's the difference? I mean, no shade to El Morgan and Antoine and all our friends for The Strange Loop who have been on the show, but you did that show 8 shows a week. You don't ever leave the stage. You are on stage.
Well, let me clarify. In the beginning, I did it 8 shows a week until my body was starting to say, "What are you doing?" And then, at the advice of some medical professionals, we moved that thing to 6. Just because it just, for me, I was like, do I really want to give all that I have to this show and not be able to do anything else in my career? Or do I want to make sure that I can give the best performance I can here and still find success in the future? So, of course, it wasn't the easiest decision to make. But it was also what needed to be done. And I also had a very great support system like the El Morgans and Antoine, Jason, John Andrew Morrison, James Jackson, John Michael Lyles, all of them. And, of course, our understudies, E. Bates, Kyle Freeman, Mars, and John Michael Reese, and Zachary Myers. That show is a beast. And anybody that has to step into it, be it usher or a thought, it is a lot of work. So I'm grateful that I got to do it with those people. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember going and talking to, there's some pictures, moments. I'm sure it's like the marathon has been run and you won and it's over.
Look, God bless. Shout out to everybody. I had fun. Yes.
Well, you make a really good point. For young artists, a lot of the students that watch us, to advocate for yourself, it's scary because it's a business that you're just so grateful to be in the room. You're just so lucky to be on the stage or set, but to take care of your mental health and your well-being at the forefront. How did you come to terms with being able to advocate for yourself and what you needed in that moment?
Well, thank you for saying that it's a business. I think we should really take the term show business and turn it into business show, because I respect everybody. I love everybody. But unfortunately, one of the biggest lessons you learn is that the show will always mean more than the people doing it. And the business will always mean more than the actors who have to sacrifice. So for me, the choice of advocating for myself is something that I don't think I really did on my own. It was my body saying, you cannot do this 8 shows a week and come out successful. One day off will forever boggle my mind that is how so many people have survived so many Broadway careers of just, I'm making it until Monday. And I think I had to learn, my voice took a beating, my body, I pulled muscles in my back. There were so many things. I fainted, more than once. There were many moments where I'm holding on to a cast member on stage because I cannot keep balance, and I'm still finishing the show because the show must go on, right? And that was my biggest lesson while doing A Strange Loop. No, the show must not go on. If I am not okay, I don't care about this show. I come first. So I hope students and young people, and even if not young people, people who want to do this, feel that energy, that you mean more than these shows. And you have to put yourself first, because if not, there are people who will use you for all you have, and you'll have nothing left for the next projects. So I can't even imagine how many people's voices have never recovered from the damage of 8 shows a week, you know?
Yes, a million, a
So,
million%. It's the truth. Follow.
yeah.
Make sure if you're listening to us on the podcast, you can follow. It's spelled just like his name. Make sure you follow.
Oh,
Be a part of it. And then, of course, we're talking about Mean Girls as well. Mean Girls is in theaters, and you can watch it on digitally on February 20th. Film is a totally different beast. TV and film is a whole other animal. So, what was that crash course like to go from those 8 shows? And listen, I know there were iconic nights over there at that theater. I know that Michelle Obama's there and RuPaul's there the same weekend, and people are flying in and out, and the Tony Awards and the whole gamut that you all ran. But then you jump off that, and now you walk onto a set with some film, TV legends in this show, and people who have done this. What was the learning process like to then be on a movie set?
yeah. Well, it's funny because I had a week between closing and saying goodbye to Usher and saying hello to Damien Hubbard. So, what's rest? Who needs it, right? Um, but for me, I think the blessing of working with people who are truly generous, I think it's kind of a thing as a performer, especially in theater, to like present this image of kindness. And I love everybody and inclusion, and it's not always that. There are some people, unfortunately, where it's very much that on their social media pages, but it may not be that in person. So it was very nice to step into a project where these people were as kind as I would hope they were. And to take me under their wings, like, and actually help guide me. And I think people don't have to do that. It's very easy as an actor to be selfish and say, well, as long as I'm off book, as long as I'm singing my part down, that's on you. But to have people to say, if we don't lift you up, the whole project won't be a success because we all have to do it together. And so many times I asked random questions that may have sounded silly to someone who had done this a long time, but they never treated me like they were silly questions. They never treated me like I was dumb for not knowing the basics of filming a movie. And Tina she would always check on me. Are you okay? Do you have any questions? Can I help you with anything? If you need something, come to me. Our directors, Art and Sam, were always come to us, and they meant it. And it's nice to really be shown care, and it's nice to feel that you mean just as much as the work you're doing. And that is a feeling that I hope we can really get to Broadway, and we can really get to musical theater at large. That all the sacrifice you are making 8 shows a week is because you want to do a good job, but at the end of the day, we do care about you and your well-being, and we want to make sure you're okay. And I hope that we can get that on our stages more often.
Yeah, we all have heard horror stories and what it could be like, and some of these. And thank you for using your voice and platform to put light on this, because it's the only way that things are going to change, when people that have Tony nominations and are stars of Tony-winning shows and movies, etc., uses their voice for the power that is for the whole community. So thank you for that.
Thank you.
You also have put such a unique, original spin on this character. I mean, you are a laugh a moment, and so funny and so authentic and so heartfelt. It is a much more nuanced character than you may think when you just look on paper. He's going through. Damien goes through a whole little journey and a life of its own. We had the original Damien. We had Daniel on for Pride Month and talked about the journey that it was. How did you find your own version of Damien without looking at the movie and trying to do what he does?
Yeah, well, I think for me, I had to honor the fact that this is an experience that I am very much familiar with as well. And also, I had to go back to the child that saw the character of Damien and said, "You hang with all the girls too?
I get it.
Oh, you walk with a little switch, and you got your wrist does a little something something, and you okay. Well, this is normal for you. You know what I mean?" So for me, I had to think back to Jaquel in high school with all my homegirls, walking through the hallway, sashaying my big ass down like it was nothing. You know what I mean? I had to go back to that time But I think what was so exciting about it was in media and in entertainment, queer Black men usually look a certain way and they usually sound a certain way. And I did not want him to be a caricature and I didn't want him to be a minstrel. I really wanted him to be a human being. And I, for all the yes gods and the queer, that's all great. But sometimes it's just like, hi, how are you? Yes, I happen to be gay, but maybe I'm not using my queerness to entertain you. Maybe I'm not using my queerness as a way for you to like understand me. Maybe I just am who I am, and you have to be okay with that without me doing any extra work. And I wanted that to be Damien. Like his queerness is his identity, but it is not. It is not who he has to like. It's not a show all the time. You know what I mean? It's not always a song and dance. So it felt nice to just show what I hope came across as an authentic teenager who, may look a little older than his counterparts.
It doesn't show on
We
screen.
saved the beard, and we did the best we could.
It doesn't show on screen for 1 second. It looks good. It looks authentic, and you bring such beautiful life and like I said, nuance to this character. This cast is bananas. The people that you've worked with is also bananas. What was it like? Where was the first time you saw the movie? Where was it like to sit and watch it? And can you watch it?
The first time I saw it, I was in the Paramount building in Times Square. And the craziest thing was I had to pass from where I live now. I walked there and I had to pass the Lyceum to get to the Paramount building because it's on the same street. And I passed the Lyceum and I'm walking into the Paramount building and just like the waterworks. And then going to see the movie, tears again, just because it's a dream that I didn't know I had. I always thought that I'll be most accepted on the stage where the audience is far away from me, where I may be big, but to the audience, I'm not as big because I'm far away versus a camera where it's up close. And what will my body look like? What will my face look like? Will my skin be clear? Like all these things that go through your head. And to just sit in a chair and watch yourself and say, I look good. I'm doing a good job.
Yes.
That's something that I don't get to do often. We don't get to do often because we're doing the show and then we're going home. We never really get to look back at it. And this was the first time I saw myself perform, and I was like, "You all right? You're doing something, damn it!" And that really felt nice. That felt good.
You're more than doing it. You did it. It is done. And who says that musicals don't make money? Y'all were the #1 movie. You made money. You're gonna be streaming. This will be playing in forever, for eternity, for all the theater fans, for all the Mean Girls fans, for anyone that loves something that is just fun and lighthearted, and it's a story that's as relevant and as important as ever to talk about bullying and treating people well, no matter what their differences are, and it's funny and it's light and it's deep and it's all the things. I'm here for it. Here. So the 20th, everybody, make sure you start streaming it. It's a digital release. Nowadays Broadway seems to bring in stars to run shows, but back in the day when I was growing up in Jersey, Broadway made stars, and Broadway made a star right here. The journey has just begun. There's more television, film, and theater work. I can't wait to see what you do. You've got the ball, so run. We're rooting and cheering for you every step of the way.
Thank you.
Changing the game.
Thank you.
Changing the game right here.
Thank you so much.
Changing the game. And listen, I know you're from North Carolina, but I'm taking Montclair and running with it. We're taking you.
Oh, okay.
I'll meet you in a diner for some disco fries any day, Jersey style.
Absolutely.
Stream the movie. Make sure you follow on social media. And thank you so much for spending time with us. It means so much to us to have you here. We root for you all day.
Thank y'all for having me. Seriously, thank you.
There you have it. Jaquel Spivey. You know what he says? And I love you, Mom, too. We love you, Mom. From us. The moment he met Daniel, the original, is a special moment. Look up that. It's really cute on social media. My Darius says, and this is so true what he said, it's not for us for those who need to identify and belong. That's what the work is for. And there are young, queer people of color that are around this country that get to see themselves depicted the way that he's depicting them in the movie, and it's very powerful. Kudos to that team for making that choice to have him play the part of Damien. And he sent my Caitlin a really cute message and sweet message. They DM'd each other, and he wanted her to know to keep going, and he reached out afterwards. So he's a class act. To be proud of oneself is so important. Love is absolutely love. We really need to get over it, people, and stop stereotyping and stop making everyone be in one box of what it looks like to be gay, to be black, to be straight, to be a man, to be a woman, to be whatever you are. Let's be you. Be you. Yes, uplifting chat. He's doing good things. We must comfort, show kindness, accept, and love one another. Yeah, thank you, David. Wow, and wow is right. Sure was. Well, speaking of wow, in keeping with the theme, as Peppermint says, where all the queer kids come to play here on the Roundtable, Jesse Tyler Ferguson, who so many of you have loved on Modern Family. I got so many messages about people who love Jesse Tyler Ferguson, and he was honored at the Vineyard Theater Gala. We work with Press Room NYC all the time, and they are the official PR team for the Vineyard Theater, which is an off-Broadway theater in downtown Manhattan that we absolutely adore and love. And we got to go to their gala, and we were celebrating and honoring Jesse Tyler Ferguson. His friends were in the house. They tell their stories about how they met him. Yes, Luke Macfarlane of Bros and of Lifetime and of Brothers and Sisters was there. Rolanda Watts, who is a star talk show host, who's now the announcer on Sherry, she DM'd me today. She followed me on Instagram. It's always amazing when people who do talk shows and do red carpets and have a history say something sweet and kind to me. It is really, really grateful. I'm very grateful for the opportunity to be with you all today and to talk to such amazing, great artists, plus some Law and Order, plus a whole bunch. It's a fun chat. Don't go anywhere. Take a peek. Jesse Tyler Ferguson gives me marriage advice too. Well, wedding advice. Well, the Roundtable comes to you live from the Edison Ballroom. We are on the red carpet of the Vineyard Theater Gala. I remember the first time I went to the Vineyard Theater, my friend Drew was playing the viola in the pit of the Scottsboro Boys. And let me tell you, I think it was the Scottsboro Boys. Well, it was an amazing show. And I remember thinking, this is a jewel box of a theater off Broadway right now in downtown New York. And this event tonight honors Jesse Tyler Ferguson with performances by Patti LuPone, A-list celebrities of television, film, Broadway, then me trashing up the joint. We are going to celebrate theater and art and work. It doesn't have to be on 42nd Street to be a big old Broadway show. The Vineyard Theater has put on shows that have come to Broadway who are at the must-see events of every theatrical season. I love the Vineyard. I love the Vineyard. So make sure you watch us and then go get your tickets. Go support art and see a show there today. Thank you. Hi, Jesse. How are you? It's so nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
From LA, the SAG Awards, to here, to being honored. Congratulations.
I'm wearing the same suit I wore on the SAG Awards.
No, we can never tell.
My publicist is like, don't tell them that. I'm like, no, I could say. I didn't really get too many photos in it, so I thought, let's recycle it.
It looks beautiful, and I love your dress shirt.
I was on a red eye right after the SAG Awards, and so I brought the suit with me, so I was like, I might as well wear it again.
Yes, of course.
Literally have not been home since the SAG Awards.
Well, let me tell you, we've met some of your friends, and they've told us the dish. We heard that you worked at Katz. We heard about your first professional. We heard about Al Pacino and Merchant in Venice. They're going to have This Is Your Life, Jesse Tyler Ferguson night.
I cannot wait. I'm really, I guess, somewhat nervous, but also mostly just really excited.
Well, we are such fans and such admirers of all of your work. Thank you. What does the Vineyard mean? Why should we support the Vineyard Theater?
The Vineyard. Well, it's meant so much to me. The very first play I did in New York was at the Vineyard. I've done musicals before that, but the first straight play was a Christopher Shen play called Where Do We Live? I was a huge fan of Christopher Shen. They're producing at the Vineyard, and they gave me that opportunity, and I only saw myself as a musical theater actor, and they saw me as something more. So, not that being a musical theater actor is nothing, but I didn't even know that I could be on a stage without singing and dancing, and like they're like, yes, you can do everything. So they gave me that opportunity, and I love them for that.
Well, you do everything, and you do it so well. We love you.
I don't know if I do everything that well, but I try and do everything.
I love you and your husband. I'm engaged and getting married. Do you have advice for the big gay wedding?
I will say this, and this is advice I get to everyone who's getting married. I think you should, after you get married, I don't know if you're having a big party, I say after the ceremony, have a little private time between just the two of you, like a little bite to eat, because you're not going to be able to eat all night, and also you're going to want to have that moment just to like connect. Justin and I did that. We separated ourselves for a half hour. No one noticed because they're all drinking and having a great time. And then you go out, you're not hungry, and you could see everyone, and you have something in your stomach. And you had a moment of connection afterwards.
That's a beautiful idea.
So,
God, I'm going to get pregnant now on my wedding night, Jesse.
Here's hoping.
Nice to meet you.
Nice
Congratulations.
to meet you, too.
Thank you so much. Luke Macfarlane. Listen, if you watched him on Hallmark,
If you haven't watched me on Hallmark, I think maybe.
if you have, look, the bank stays open. Everyone falls in love. They make the airport flight.
You know, I feel like it's important for me to say that Hallmark is changing.
It is.
And there are different storylines. And
I
feel
know.
like, dear Hallmark, thank you for your
I love it, though.
expanding your progressive ideas about things. They did make a gay Hallmark movie.
They did. My husband is up, and you made the ultimate gay movie, period. We love our bros moment.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
You're here tonight, the Vineyard.
Yes.
We're celebrating Justice Tyler Ferguson.
Yes.
What brings you here?
Jesse Tyler Ferguson and I did a play together at the Vineyard Theater 20 years ago. And it was one of my very early professional experiences. The Vineyard Theater gave me an opportunity to make $400 a week to do a play, but most importantly, to work with people like Jesse, Christopher Shin, set designers, costume designers. It was such an important part of my education in the theater. So I'm here to celebrate that.
I love the Vineyard. There's not a bad seat. There's not a bad show. They are doing the work that you... And you stay busy, and we love watching you on our TV screens and on our big screens. We are fans.
Thank you very much.
We are fans. Thank you so much for chatting with us.
Thank you.
Kathryn, welcome. Thank you for all you do. You're part of the Vineyard Theater family.
I am. I'm on the board.
How did you become a member of the board?
That's a good question. I guess I was there. I worked there in a play called Checkers like 12 years ago. And then they asked me to be a part of their artistic advisory committee, and I just loved it. And I love them. I love working there. I love everything I see there, and I love them as people and feel like they do work that no one else does. They do the really brave, weird stuff. And stuff that I don't think anybody else would be brave enough to do. And so when they asked me to be a part of the board, I was scared. You know, I'm an out-of-work actor most of the time, and so I don't have a lot to contribute financially, but I do a lot otherwise, and it feels really good to be of service. And at this time especially, you know, Off-Broadway is unionizing.
Yes.
That is a big financial deal that we are all for. You know, I'm a union gal.
Yes.
And so we want to do that. We try to pay everybody a respectful living wage, and that is hard to do.
It costs money.
It costs money, especially now. So
how can we, regular working folks, support the Vineyard Theater?
come see the shows. That has been so difficult. I mean, everybody, I'm sure, has heard about it. The lost audience, all capitals. That is a phenomenon. Everybody's staying home and watching things on their computers.
Yes.
And it is, I mean, for me to be here tonight with real people, like being able to hug people and be in conversation with people and to be in the theater, I mean, it just, I don't know if you know that when you're in a play, everybody's heartbeat synchronizes. That is a scientific proven thing. And I hope I'm right in saying that.
I believe you are.
I think I am. And so I think we need that as humans. And to come together and empathize with and hate and love and have joy and pain together is really important.
Well, that's the work of the art and the artists, and there's not a bad seat at the Vineyard. It's a great place. From Russian Troll Farms, which was playing, that was amazing, to all of the work that is done there. And I have to say, we really thank you for your body of work. Somewhere around the world right now, she's on television. That is true. My in-laws in Detroit asked me about New York, and the only thing they know it from is it's Law and Order or it's Blue Bloods or it's something. So they will fan out about getting to talk to you because you give entertainment and provided a lot of joy to a lot of people, especially during the pandemic. So thank you.
Thank you so much. Tell your parents I say hi and thank you for watching.
I absolutely will. It was so nice to meet you. Thank you so much.
Thanks for being here.
Quite good,
So good
thank
to see you.
Yeah, good to be seen.
Well, we love you, Leah.
No, thank you.
And I saw that you're coming to 54 Below.
That's true. I'm doing brunch shows starting in May. Second Sunday of every month.
I want to come have brunch with you and have...
Special guest every month. The very first one, my special guest is Gabriel Ebert.
Oh.
And it's for Mother's Day.
Oh.
I've got Janice Siegel of the Manhattan Transfer in July, like 9-time Grammy winner.
Yes.
Yeah, it's all every month there'll be a different guest and we'll do a different show geared towards whatever the holiday or the situation of that month is.
Get your tickets and come on down here. You're here
Please do.
You're here to commemorate and celebrate Jesse Tyler Ferguson.
The ginger bitch. Yes, I am.
How do you know? I've heard people who've worked with him at Cats in the merchandise booth. We've had people here who've done Shakespeare with him.
Yeah.
How do you know Mr. Ferguson?
I think everybody knows how Jesse and I met. We played boyfriend and girlfriend and On the Town. It was his first professional job. Far from my first professional job. And yeah, but it was really my favorite story about On the Town. Jesse graduated from AMDA in May and was cast in On the Town in June. He was the first person cast.
Don't you hate people like that?
I actually think it's fantastic.
Okay, fine.
I think
I'm
it's
being
fucking
a hater.
great. But the best was Betty Comden loved us, so she would always come and sit and talk to me and Jesse at the parties, and Betty at the opening night party goes, I love that you two are playing these parts because the people who originated the roles were also both gay. Nancy Walker went to her grave in the closet. She never came out. Well. And Betty Compton outed her to me and Jesse. It was hilarious.
Well, then you go on to be TV stars and movie stars, and we know you.
That's been the best part of all of this for me, and the craziness of On the Town and Orange is the New Black and Modern Family is that Jesse and I were always on red carpets together. It was just really fun. There's a great shot of us being on the carpet together, being photobombed by Susan Sarandon. Hilarious.
Well,
hilarious.
I'm excited to see your tribute. I'm excited to celebrate him, and I'm so excited for all the work that you have come. We love you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Congratulations on everything. We're rooting and cheering, and thank you for
Love
being
it.
here.
See you on the
Appreciate
next
you.
one.
Oh, nice to meet you. It's wonderful. You listen. I'm not just trying to blow smoke. But when you talk about an actor, you are an actor. I'm petrified to do the work you do.
That's so nice.
Here's my $1 million question. How did you memorize that whole entire play?
You know what? That one was not that hard. For some reason, I don't know. And also when you've been doing it for a really long time, I've been doing this since I was 6 years old.
Yeah.
Something in my brain is just like, okay, we know how to do this.
It's a muscle memory.
It is. It is.
That's the advice, kids. Memorize
You
something.
heard it here at Jesse Tyler Ferguson's Vineyard Gala. This is how you're going to learn
Do
those
you
lines.
know Jesse? Are you here to honor Jesse?
I am. I've known Jesse for over 20 years. We did a off-Broadway musical together in 2003, and then we were in the 25th annual Putnam County Spelling Bee together in 2007, and we have been dear friends for years and years and years.
And now you all win Tony Awards, and you all go on to be big stars.
Oh, well, lucky us.
Yeah. Well, we've heard some gossipy stories about him.
Oh.
Do you have is he as fun off stage as he is on camera and on stage?
Truly the greatest.
See?
I'm going to tell this story about Jesse when we worked in our early 20s at the opening of Little Fish, and I was at my first kind of opening night party and had 2 drinks and was out to lunch and kept dropping my purse, and Jesse was like, Celia, Celia, we are at the opening night. You cannot. I just walked around with my purse all night. So that was a nice thing that he did.
Yes.
And then when we were in Spelling Bee, he did fart on stage, and it was so disgusting that someone in the audience said, "Ew." So
That's why. Those are the stories we want.
happy to share them.
Okay, well, we love you. We love your family's work. We love your work. Thank you for stopping by and seeing us.
Look, I'm of a certain age and of a certain time.
So am I.
And let me tell you, no shade to all the talk show hosts of the New York, but this is the one who put it on the map.
Oh, I love you. How are you?
I am one. Look, she writes, she does stand up, she's on television, and she's on the board here at the Vineyard. How do you keep your time? You're a busy lady.
Listen, I do things I love. And everything that I do is a form of storytelling. And I love telling stories. And I actually did my off-Broadway debut here at the Vineyard Theater. And so 2 years later, I'm on the board, and I'm so honored because this is just the kind of storytelling I love that is diverse, it's daring, it's not the stuff that you see everywhere. And they do productions that other theaters wouldn't dare to do. And so to be a part of that as an actor, and then listen, I'm a businesswoman too, so I know how tough it is to keep these theaters open and these productions going. So I hope to serve on the board, understanding the artistic side and also understanding how important it is that we have a great auction tonight.
Yes, a great auction, and it is a jewel box of a theater in New York. There's not a bad seat in the house and the best production, so be a subscriber and get your tickets.
Yeah.
I had the chance, friend to our show, Miss Lunell herself.
I love Lunell.
I saw you open for her right here at Caroline's, or co-headline with her, and you did your set with her. You are hysterical.
Thank you so much. I had fun with her here in New York at Bureau Caroline's now.
Yes.
And also in Las Vegas at the Jimmy Kimmel Theater. So we had a great time. I love Lunell. She's a hoot. She's a hoot.
She came on our show and told us how she sucked a finger to get Borat and told the story. And I just can imagine you and her and a little drink and a moment.
My God, you have no idea how much fun we have. And then don't bring Sherry into the group.
Oh.
It's crazy. Then it's just crazy.
Well, look, I have wanted Miss Watts on our show because we've had Sherry, we've had Lunell, and you're the one who started it, and you are the originator. Everyone often imitated but never duplicated. We appreciate you.
I appreciate you so much. I couldn't have done it without you. Thank you.
Can I just say that Montego Glover is the most beautiful person on any red carpet ever in the entire world? What? You are. You're so beautiful. Don't turn. I'm engaged. Don't turn me straight again, Montego Glover. I cannot. Darius, you have nothing to worry about. She's beautiful. Why is the Vineyard important? Why is off-Broadway theaters important?
Oh my gosh, it truly is about the pipeline. It's about creation. It's about making sure that new works are always seen, heard, supported, understood, brought forward, because without them, we don't get the next level. We don't get the stuff that should be coming next. And things like the Vineyard, places like the Vineyard, make sure that we stay in the cut, as the kids say. You know
And
what I mean?
they need you to buy their tickets and support off-Broadway theater, new works, and all of that.
Always.
Are you fashion and style yourself? These lashes?
Oh my God. Too sweet. Thank
It's
you.
always good to see you. We love your voice, we love your work, and we're fans, so thank you.
Thank you, my dear.
Good to see you.
Likewise.
Hey,
Kevin,
come on.
come on.
It's
we're
all
here.
about Jesse.
It's all about Jesse Tyler Ferguson.
Yes,
Tell
all
me,
about Jesse.
how do you know Jesse Tyler? Have you ever met Jesse Tyler Ferguson?
Let me tell you. Have I ever met Jesse?
Tell me.
I have seen Jesse when he wakes up in the morning, when he goes to bed, in the middle of night, when he's looking for water. I know Jesse. We've been friends for 25 years. We met at Cats at the Winter Garden Theater, where he was a bartender and I sold T-shirts.
You sold T-shirts at Cats?
Yes, and Kiss of the Spider Woman. Yeah.
You did not.
I sure did. I sure did.
Did you love it? Did you enjoy? How many times have you seen Cats?
It wasn't a bad gig. It wasn't a bad gig at
Now
all.
you and Jesse Tyler Ferguson are like superstars.
Oh, come on. Come on.
That's
He
true.
is. That's for
No,
sure.
and you.
Listen, anytime I can be in a theater, I'm going to do it. And we were kids, and we were like, yeah. And I saw this redheaded guy tending the bar, and I was like, he is so charismatic and charming and
As are you.
Well, thanks. Very sweet.
Oh my goodness.
I know.
So you're here, and after all these years, you're both here in New York, him getting honored here at the Vineyard. And the Vineyard does really amazing, inventive, it's a beautiful place to see a show.
Oh, it's the greatest. I remember seeing Jesse and Luke Macfarlane in Where Do We Live at the Vineyard, which was right after,
Yes.
yeah, 9/11. And that was an incredible, I've seen so many things at the
And
Vineyard.
whatever happened to Luke and Jesse? They've just
I
been.
know. Where are they now? They're at the Edison Ballroom. That's where they are.
That's right. It's always good to see you. It's great to see you.
Thanks for being
Congratulations.
sweet.
Thank
Oh,
you.
thank you.
Yes. Hello, Ronan. So you're a real person.
I'm a real person.
She's not just on stage. She's not just a little box on our show. You're a real human being.
Yeah, I know.
Well, I've been bragging to everyone that they need to see Russian Troll Farm because she's brilliant.
We had such a lovely time talking to you.
I had such a lovely time, and it stayed with me. The conversation stayed with
Yeah.
me. Adrian behind the camera
Hi.
maybe gets her news from TikTok, and we need to tell her to stop.
Oh gosh.
What is it like to be here to honor Jesse Tyler Ferguson, but also to honor the Vineyard Theater?
It's such a delight and an honor. I am so thrilled to finally be working at the Vineyard, and it is one of the absolute best theaters that I have ever worked for. The entire staff, from the box office all the way up to Sarah Stern, are phenomenal. We feel so taken care of, and it feels like their mission is so strong, and it's just a total pleasure to be there.
And it's a pleasure to watch, and it is such a great show, and your work and this cast is so brilliant, so congratulations. It's so nice to see you.
You too.
Thank you. Thank you for being here.
Hi, I'm Bill Heck. I'm here celebrating Jesse Tyler Ferguson. I've known Jesse for many, many years.
Yes. How did you... Now Kevin said he met him at the Cats booth when Jesse was selling T-shirts and Kevin was selling, I don't know, Diet Coke. How do you know Jesse Tyler Ferguson?
Well, is there any way to follow that?
No, I don't know.
That's you. Kevin wins. Kevin wins. I first met Jesse doing Shakespeare in the Park in 2010, I think. It was double bill. Not Much Ado About Nothing. A Winter's Tale and The Merchant of Venice with Mr. Pacino.
Oh, you just dropped that. Oh, it was the double bill, The Merchant of Venice with Al Pacino.
You know. It was idyllic. It was the perfect summer.
It's absolutely,
Yeah.
I'm sure. Oh, the drinks and the stories we could tell.
Oh my God. We can't tell them, actually. We're not going to tell the stories, but it was the best.
Why is the Vineyard a place at the Vineyard down off Broadway, downtown, making original art, putting shows up? Why is it important to the New York art scene?
There's less and less people doing it. Fewer and fewer. There are fewer and fewer people doing it, especially with integrity and a commitment to something that lasts. I think there's the attention span is short. Content is a machine.
Yeah.
So it's essential we keep conversations that this theater creates going.
Thank you for talking to us. Really nice to meet
Nice to
you.
meet you as
Thank
well.
you so much.
Take care.
Ryan, you write the most amazing stories about your life.
Oh my gosh, hi. Thank you. That's very flattering.
If it's the public, if it's all the you are like the New York, if you're a New York artist, you need to know his work. Why the Vineyard? Why are you here? Why is the Vineyard an important place for art?
The Vineyard I've been connected to since 2021 when they gave me the Paula Vogel Playwriting Award, and I've developed with them. I love everything that they produce. I think Sarah and Doug are terrific leaders, and also my darling Jessie Alec, the Associate Artistic Director, moved over from the public and is now here. So I just feel like they're familial and have my best interests at heart, and I just always look forward to whatever they're producing.
Me too. There's not a bad seat in the house. Your work, you write your own work, you act in other people's works. How do you devise, is it whatever comes along? Are you typing away right now? What is the...
Oh, honey, I don't type. I rarely write without a deadline, if ever. But it's a mix of projects that are passion projects of mine that are really personal to me, and timing. And when am I available to act in other people's work? Are there projects I'm passionate about that I want to carve out time? I'd like to do an equal balance if I can, and some years I get very lucky and get to do both. and some years it's more one or the other. It's just where the chips fall.
Well, we're fans. We love your work. We love your work, and congrats, and we're ready for everything you got up your sleeve.
Thank you so much.
Good to see
Have
you.
a great night.
Thank you. Well, one of us had two parents that were presidents. Yes, I said two. One of us had a parent who worked at D&G and a parent that works at Holy Name Hospital. And you want to know something? The answer to all of that was our parents all supported art. Her parents brought her Aretha Franklin for her birthday, and my parents brought me to the Funtime Pizza in Garfield, New Jersey. And what matters is that my family is poor. No, I'm kidding. What matters is that we have to support art, and sometimes we can't afford Broadway tickets. We can't afford those $300 premium seats, and we need to just go and support off-Broadway theater where the real work is being done, where new work is being done. Congratulations, Jesse Tyler Ferguson. Congratulations to the Vineyard Theater. Go to vineyardtheater.org. They've been so good and supportive of us. Thank you to Press Room NYC. Thank you to Adrian behind the camera. This is the Roundtable. Robert Bannon coming to you from the Edison Ballroom, and I'll see you next time. Bye, everybody. The best is yet to come.
There you have it. Bye, everybody. The best is yet to come. So thank you all for being here. Thank you, everyone, for Shane Marshall Brown for inviting us to the Vineyard. And yes, Marie, we love Miss Rolanda Watts. Oh, she wrote me today. She wrote me. She told me that she was upset that we didn't get to talk more. And we love her. She's following me. We're going to get her to do an interview here. Thank you. Oh, gosh. God bless you. Thank you so much, Christine. We're just so happy that the sound worked, except for Rolanda. And A did a great job on the camera. We're getting good. We're getting good at this, folks. Next week, thank you. Thank you, David. Thank you so much for everyone for being here. Again, happy birthday to my Aunt Fran. Hi, Mom. Hi, husband. Hi, A. Hi, Roundtablers. Thank you all for spending your Thursday night with me. Next week, we'll celebrate my father. His birthday is on Sunday. And then we will also have with us Rupert Holmes, who he adores. Rupert Holmes is a Tony winner. And do you like pina coladas? Bow, bow. And then, yes, we will be at the Outsiders Press Days. The Outsiders, the show, the movie with Emilio Estevez and Patrick Swayze and Tom Cruise and C. Thomas Howell and Ponyboy Curtis and blah, blah, blah. The young cast of a whole bunch of brand new Broadway stars comes right here to the Roundtable next Thursday. So don't miss a second. Don't miss a moment. Follow me at Robert M. Bannon. Go to robertbannon.com. Get your tickets. Oh, gosh. Thank you, A. Make it look easy. It is not easy. It's a piece of cake. And I look forward to seeing you all again next time. Thank you so much for being here. There's more good than there is bad. There's more love than there is hate. Go support some art today. Much love. And the best is, like I said, the best is yet to come.